Tonight on TNT, Warriors Thunder Game 4. And right here on The Jump, the one and only Michael Rappaport is back. We made you an official regular segment now. It's like Tuesdays with Maury, but so much better.
Absolutely.
It's Tuesdays with Michael. People can get their NBA analysis, their life advice.
Whatever they need.
Whatever they need.
I'm glad to be here. I'm
You
a
are
fan.
here.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
There we go. We're all ready
excited.
to go. So I'm going to just tee you right up here because we are going to start with Draymond Green.
Sure.
And as everyone on earth knows by now, the NBA opted not to suspend him for Game 4. Kevin Durant also not surprised, and after shoot-around this morning, well, he made sure everybody knew it.
They're not going to suspend Draymond Green. You know, he's one of the premier players in the league and one of, arguably one of the best teams in the history of the game. They're not going to suspend him. That's just, the league is about business, man. So I get it. There's no hard feelings. And we're not upset about it. It's just how it goes.
This is the All Shade Show. Everyone's just throwing shade. I'm not upset about it. It's just the league doing business. We knew they were never going to suspend him.
I'm glad they didn't suspend him. I mean, it would affect the playoffs. If they were going to do anything, I would think they should suspend him in going into the following season. But Draymond, I don't know what camera I'm looking into. I don't know if you've ever seen me play ball. I'm one of the dirtiest basketball players you could ever imagine. I know what you're doing, Draymond. Okay, you can try to act like you didn't do that on purpose. I know that move. Now, it wasn't as blatant as that lunatic Dante Jones who did a hammer punch, but that's more of like a Hail Mary sort of thing.
Right.
Okay, but trust me, they played 3 games. He's kicked my guy in the fun and games twice. I don't know what kind of percentage that is, but 2 out of 3 games he's made the kick and he's hit the parts.
That's flailing. I don't think he did it all.
Mac, that ain't flailing. Trust me, you're a guy who could actually play. Okay, I'm a guy who threw a punch and made a layup at the same time. I know that kind of move. You're not in my mentality. I did what I had to do. You're dunking on people. Okay,
right.
Guys like
you
me.
don't have to scrap. He has to scrap.
No, when you get down there in the trenches, you get tangled up. You do everything impossible to try to draw a foul.
Two
that's
out of
what
3
I think
games.
He was doing. He was flailing, just throwing his arms.
Look, the NBA did split the baby a little bit here because they upgraded the actual kick to a flagrant 2. And in the leagues, but the leagues, look at this. We made a nice little graphic for you because in the league's complicated penalty system, this is a big deal. He has now accumulated enough penalty points, which is ridiculous, I have to say that if he commits one more flagrant foul, it's going to trigger an automatic suspension for the league. So just any flagrant foul out there. If it's a flagrant 2, he's going to be suspended for 2 games. He's also separately 3 techs away from reaching 7 for the playoffs, which would trigger its own 1-game suspension. So, guys,
when did he become DeMarcus Cousins?
No,
right?
what's going on? Rasheed Wallace.
When did he become Tanya Harding and Mike Tyson? He's in that fraternity now.
Kendrick Perkins.
He's
right?
in that fraternity. Okay, I mean, listen, you did the crime. Now I know what you did, man. All loaves matter. You can't be kicking people in that area 2 out of 3 games.
All right, but Zach, now you've seen this beautiful graphic now.
Yeah.
Is this going to change the way Draymond plays?
He better not karate kick randomly, left and right. I mean, he kicks
Okay,
like that. He kicks like that all the time. And this is my issue with. I don't like. And by the way, other people kick like that all the time on jump shots, on floaters. And my thing is, do we suspend them when the kick happens to make contact? What do we do when the kick doesn't make contact? What do you do when it hits him in the shin or the knee? I don't know what the answer to that question is. But you might want to stop.
See, this guy on the internet,
but it's always towards the other
all
guy.
Of these guys kicking.
It's always towards the other player. You see, it's never just it's never to the left when the guy's at the right.
Look at that.
See, but why is it that way?
Uncontrollable.
Nah, trust me, this guy knows. I'm a fan, and I'm saying this, but I know I'm on to you, Draymond. Draymond, get your weight on.
My thing is the impact all that matters, or is it the kick itself, regardless of whether it hits, it's got to be punished or not? I don't know the answer.
If you're the Thunder, and you have also seen our fancy graphic, and you know that he is 1 flagrant foul away from a suspension, what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to be like Dennis Rodman and try to irritate him the best way I could to get under his skin.
And he ain't going to
try to make him do something stupid. But I think Draymond is smart enough.
I agree.
To stay within himself and understand the importance of it.
I totally agree.
I want Kyle Singler and his hair to get in there off the bench and try to initiate something.
So there we go. Drake finally made it back to Toronto for Game 4 after spending time away promoting his new album. The Raptors' global ambassador had a great time last night, cheered his hometown team after the game. He also trolled Kyrie Irving with this photo and caption, 2 gave us 2. We'll take it. Remember, he also trolled LeBron after Toronto's Game 3 win. He trolled Paul George during the first round. What do you think, Mike? You have been on the sideline, courtside for your team, the Knicks.
I don't think that Kyrie and LeBron should be mad about Drake's tweets because I think the same person that writes his rhymes is doing his tweets. So I don't think that they should. I don't think they should mix up the two.
Come on,
so I think
man.
I think the same person. He's got the ghostwriter is doing the tweets. So I don't think I wouldn't take it personal, LeBron.
Just make it fun. You know,
I like when Drake.
I love this. As a former Raptor, I love this guy changed the culture around not only in that arena but around the city. I love this.
I like when he's peak ridiculous Drake. I want him on the court. I want him on the court with Dwayne Casey defending people.
That was good,
I
right?
want him to like high-fiving, tweeting, Instagramming. Just be ridiculous. The whole thing is
He ain't
ridiculous.
doing any
Be
of this, though.
ridiculous.
He's not whispering sweet nothings in LeBron's ear and J.R. Smith. And
like he
he's
did
not,
during the
he's not.
Chicago
He could
game.
do this, the nice
Look
guy
at
off
him.
the bench, and you had nothing to do with it. Like, he's not doing any of this.
I think he thinks he's on the team.
All right, so here's my question. Are you ready for my little fan theory here? You have Drake getting involved. Then you had Rihanna posting the IG where she name checks LeBron and put the number on her belly right there. Then you have Nicki Minaj getting into this as well. She tweeted last night. And remember, Nicki's with Meek Mill, who of course doesn't like Drake. Meanwhile, Rihanna, very tight with Drake. Are they trying to influence the series here? Is Rihanna trying to cause a disturbance?
If anybody could cause a disturbance, Rihanna could cause a disturbance. I don't know what her intentions are, and I don't want to say. I have no idea. But if anybody could stir things up, she could get the attention.
Do you think this series is going to be decided by Rihanna, Drake, and Nicki Minaj? What's happening?
You lost me in the dots connected
Yeah.
to the rap.
I couldn't keep up
lost.
myself.
No.
It's good to see
I
that
need a
watching the
flow
series.
chart.
Yeah.
Right?
I need a flow chart.
Right.
But if
Only-
Rihanna wants to include me in a tweet, please feel free. I'm easy to find, Riri. Yeah, I'm around.
All right, good. Well, we know that you will be here next week. Thank you for becoming a regular on
Well,
the Jump.
you told me 6 minutes, and I did 7 minutes. I was here 7
may
minutes.
need to get paid
it
a
was
little
tough.
extra.
It was 7 minutes.
Might need to be paying
I did
Michael
play
extra
7
this
minutes,
week.
and you guys said 6
Now he's
minutes.
getting it for 8. Now he wants the 8 pay. All right, we'll see you next week. Coming up next on this show, Bradley Beal calls himself a max player. Do any of these guys agree?
When?
You can find out next.
My individual performance was okay. Not going to speak for the team.
46 minutes.
Came in and he played a role.
I played my role. I did my individual performance.
Want me a new chef, I'm on the